How's it going out there? Welcome from H2TechVideos. Today I'm going to be doing a pros and cons, worth it or waste on the new Samsung Galaxy Tab A. This is the 9.7 inch. And I've had about 2 or 3 weeks to play around with this tablet, and I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what's good and what's not about it. So I'm going to give you my pros and cons, and then at the end I'll wrap it up and let you know if it's a worth it or it's a waste. So let's start with the pros. One of the biggest pros of this tablet is that it does come with Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And not just the app, but it's free. So you don't have to pay for it. So all you have to do is when you open the app, you're either going to sign in if you have a like Microsoft or an Outlook account, or you create one. And essentially you have a full Office suite, which normally you do have to pay for, like on the iPad, for example. You can get the app, but you have to pay for the subscription or pay it for a year. So the fact that that's on there, that you can edit or create full documents, Excel files or PowerPoints, or if your job just sends you PowerPoints, like you can edit it right from there and it's free. So that is huge. So that's my first pro right there. Second one is going to be standby time is incredible on this tablet. Now, what is standby time? Well, with tablets like these, what normally happens is when you're using it, the battery life is really good, but as soon as you put it down, like let's say you used it up to 60% and then you went to sleep and you wake up and maybe tomorrow night you go to use it again and it's dead. So basically, is the battery draining a lot when you're not using it? And I found myself going stretches of 3 to 4 days without having to charge it, where I would use it, like every day at the same time, and I didn't charge it at all, and it literally lasted almost 4 days. So that's a big thing for me because I don't want my tablet to be charging all the time. So the fact that I can just put it down and pick it up the next day and know that it's still going to have battery is a huge thing for me, and so definitely big to point out for this. So another big pro there. The third one is going to be expandable storage. So around the side here, we do have our slot to add a micro SD card, and you can go up to 128 gigabyte memory card. So obviously the tablet has 16 gigabytes built in, which is not a lot for a lot of people, but if you want to add more, you go on Amazon and you buy a card up to 128 gigs, and you're probably going to pay anywhere from $60 to $100. But think of the iPad. If you wanted the biggest option, you're going to pay an extra $200 or $300. So that's huge to be able to get that much extra storage. So if you're in the movies, you have a ton of music, you can dump that whole library on here with that memory card, and you're good to go. So another big pro there. The next one is going to be multitasking, and that's basically by holding down on the recent apps button, on the back button. It allows you to do what is called a multi-window, or usually does. Okay, there we go. So multi-window is the term that Samsung uses for like their what they call it basically, which allows you to run 2 apps at once. So for example, right now I have Google Maps and what is this, the App Store, or I can do what I think is one of the most useful combinations, which is you may want to have YouTube, for example. So let's say, all right, let's start over here. So it's usually pretty smooth. It's kind of tripping right now. What we can do is try this and open up YouTube first, and then we can hold down here. Oh, that's why I'm pushing the wrong button. That's so funny. Okay, so it is the recent apps. It's not the back button. So you could have YouTube going up here. You could literally be on Instagram at the same time. You could be on Skype. So you could be doing a video chat with someone while also on your Instagram, or looking through your mail or whatever. And you can also rotate it sideways as well, which is what I really love too. So your video can still. I have the rotation turned off, but let's turn it on just so you can see it for the sake of this. So I'm going to hold our recent apps, and now I can have YouTube over here, and I can have the Instagram over here, or Chrome. For the sake of this, let's just open up like I don't know, a memo. So imagine you could be on the internet over here, and over here you could actually be, working on something else. So the benefit there is being able to do two things at one time, which is something that, obviously the, Kindle can't do it, Kindle Fire, iPad can't do it. It's something that Samsung's been working on for a while, and it works really well, and it's one of the reasons why I continue to get their tablets. So big things there. Let's keep it moving here. Next big pro is going to be pop-up apps. So aside from being able to do the two apps side by side, you can also do what's called a pop-up. And what that is I'm going to open up Chrome here. So I can actually shrink this down like this, and I can have that window open as a pop-up. I can even tap it, a little bubble here, and I can shrink it. So now it's minimized. It's still open, but it's minimized on the screen. And from there, I can then go and open something else. So maybe you want to have, let's see, does Netflix work? Guess we'll find out, won't we? I think Netflix works, but I'm not sure. Netflix does not work. Okay, no worries there. But most of the apps that are in the in this option right here, most of these work. So you could do the internet, you could do a video. So if you have video on the tablet, that's great. Your calendar, have that calendar open, we can have it shrunk down. So the cool thing is that it's floating, and I could tap it and open it, and then I can also tap it and I can also make it bigger. And remember, I just pull from the corner. Now guess what, if the app is not compatible, this is what it'll do. So let's say we go to like Smart Manager or something. If I try to shrink this, it will say cannot open and pop up. So that's how you know if it's compatible or not. Just simply try the app. Instagram is another one that I love that it works. So I can shrink that down as well, and you could have that open, but still have that over something else. You can have a video playing and have the pop-up over the screen. So this is something that it first came to the Note 4, and then it came to the S6, and now it's on the tablets, and so I love it. And it just takes multitasking to the next level. So anyway, let's keep it moving here. Quad-core processor, which means that there's like no lag. In terms of when I've used it, it's been a very seamless experience. Now granted, I don't game at all, so if you're buying this for gaming, I don't know that it has that type of capability. I believe it has 1.5 gigs of RAM, which is not an incredible amount, but for working on like work stuff and social media and like watching videos, like it's gonna be perfect for that kind of stuff. If you're trying to game, I probably wouldn't say this is the tablet for you, but everybody else, I think the processor is great. It moves nice and smooth. I haven't had any real issues with it lagging or slowing down or pausing, anything like that. It also does come stock with Lollipop, which is great. So you're getting the latest Android software. You get the upgraded look, obviously. So that's cool. Price. Oh my God, this tablet is priced so incredibly low, and I'm so excited about that. So this one is $299. It does come in different colors and whatnot. They also sell an option that has an S Pen, which I haven't reviewed that one yet, but you'll see that one soon. But they have this same tablet you can get with an S Pen for $50 more. As far as I know, only Best Buy carries it right now. But oh my God, it's incredible because that pen, if you ever use the Note 4, you've seen what the Note 4 can do. It has almost all those same features, being able to do quick screenshots, being able to write notes, S Note. It's incredible. So, but $300 or $350. Imagine, saving $150 and you get the stylus S Pen versus paying $500 for an iPad. You don't get an S Pen. You don't get any type of peripheral there. So price is incredible, and I'm so excited. I feel like everybody can afford this tablet, and it's a win-win in so many angles. And last thing, it has a lot of the other fun things that Samsung puts in most of their products, which is the kids mode. So you can kind of partition things just for kids. So if you just want to have movies just for kids or apps just for your kids, you can put them in that section without them being able to get into your Instagram or to your music selection or things like that. You also get like the private mode where you can hide pictures and video. It has this really sick feature called Side Sync. where you can have your phone mirrored onto the tablet. And with that, I mean, it's just incredible, because imagine your phone is in the other side of the house charging. You can be connected, or even if you're in the same room but your phone is across the room, you can do what's called a side sync. Your phone will actually pop up on the screen, and you can look at your text messages. You can do everything on your phone you could normally do, but from your tablet. Even if someone calls you, you can answer it and you can talk right from your tablet. So it's such a convenient feature. If you check out my tips and tricks video, I do show you how to do it on there, and it's really quick. And trust me, when you see it, it's gonna blow your mind. You know, camera's basic. You got 5 megapixel rear, 2 in the front. I'm not crazy excited about that, but again, it's a tablet, and like, I don't expect my tablets to take great pictures, so not, you know, that's really a kind of neither here nor there thing. To jump to the cons really quickly, no IR blaster, which is something that basically allows you to control your TV. It's the universal remote function. It's something that Samsung has had in almost all their tablets over the last couple of years that they did take out of this one, which was a little surprising. So, you know, it kind of sucks to lose that. I don't know, my phone does it, so I feel like my tablet doesn't necessarily have to do it, but I will miss it. In terms of design, this is my other con. It's just very bland. It's very bland and simple. If you put it next to an iPad, a lot of people say, oh, this is like an iPad. I feel like it does share a lot of properties of the iPad. You know, it is what it is, but aesthetically, it's just not, it doesn't create a wow. When you see it, you just say, oh, that's an iPad. However, it does a ton more than the iPad does. So, you know, I don't know. That's, you know, a con. I want a little more style, but whatever. The last thing is going to be the screen resolution. So basically, this screen is a TFT 720p screen, which is very low resolution, especially when you compare it to the other tablet that Samsung has out, which is their Tab S, which is their premium tablet, which has like 2 times 1080p screen. So that's probably the only thing that has been disappointing, is that the screen is just not as pretty as I'd like it to be. Although it's packed with a lot of fun and productive features, I wish the screen was a little bit better. So anyway, the main question here is pros or cons, worth it or waste. And I would say this is totally a worth it. For you out there who have the Tab 2 or the Tab 3 or even the Tab 4, this should be your next tablet. It does come in an 8-inch and as well as this size. Oh my god, the price is so incredibly amazing, and the amount of things you can do with this tablet is just incredible. Again, check out the tips and tricks video. I even have a beginner video where I actually show you how to use it, walk you through all the basic stuff. This is an incredible tablet, and for the price, you just can't beat all the stuff that's packed into it. So, hope you guys found this helpful. I hope this will help in you making your decision on what your next tablet is. Make sure you do like, favorite, and share the video. And if you know someone that's looking for a new tablet, hey, feel free to share it with them just so they can get the information. But I love this tablet, and I think it's just packed with features that people actually need and will use, versus being packed with a bunch of cool stuff that nobody would ever use. So anyway, guys, take care. Thanks for watching, and remember, have a good one.